been like head of biz dev with Wiki. Today I'm going to show how charity can create a page and launch a donation campaign using Wiki. So I've already created a profile, created a on the Wiki network. So this is my personal. But what I want to do at this point, this is my personal, and I want to create a page. So the page would be for the charity. So with this, I'm going to go through the wizard, creating a page. Show you how easy it is. Then after you create the page, you create different campaigns. So if you want to do whatever it is you might want to do. Okay, so on the first page, type in what type of category my page is, the name. So I'm doing this for Hearts and Homes for Refugees. They're one of our launch partners. The page handle. So this is kind of the URL. The page. I'll just leave it for mine. So then we'll create. Okay, the page is ready. Takes a second. So now we will make it look pretty. So with this is loading, but this will be the landing page for the charity itself, and then you'll have different campaigns that you run for the charity. So, charity, nonprofit, foundation, etc. And then these are the donation campaigns that you're running using the Twiki network. And again, it has virality built into it. Everybody that is able to receive this link and then share this link and earn a little reward for sharing it with the people that could be your target market. So I'll go through, I'll create this really quickly. I'm the designer, so I'll try to make it look as pretty as I can. So one more comment on this. The easiest way to quickly do it, I'll just go to their website and then I'll just take screenshots of these and then I'll drop this in. So this is the landing page. Do it as quickly and most beautifully as you can. You have to know about, but it's pretty user friendly and self-explanatory within this. I just went ahead and grabbed a few of the images off of Twitter and Facebook. So I'll upload those in around and get this can finalize here. Okay, so I've updated the cover image, the icon, put a little bit of information in here where we are, a little bit about the organization itself, and that is it. So this is our page. Our page is done at this point. So now we're going to create a donation campaign for Hearts and Homes. So to do that, let's big red button here. Great. So these are the different types of campaigns. So the two that we have live right now are tokens and donations. This one will be a donation campaign. So the way that this works is each time you share this, the people that received the link are incentivized to share this with people who might donate. So all of this is editable upfront. You can share it a certain number of times. You can only share and earn if you donate. So all of this is editable, and we'll go through. So normally Twiki takes a 2% platform fee. We're waiving this for the launch partners. And then the big thing is there's no processing fees, anything like that, because this is crypto. So a key value proposition here is we can accept donations of 10 cents, micro donations that are very, very difficult to use with the methods of Bitcoin. So you're collecting donations in Ethereum, but people are going to actually do it with their credit card. There's some fees involved. But the idea is that you're collecting money in Ethereum. And then each of the referrers are incentivized to share this, spread the message, and hopefully allow you to reach more donors online. So to do this, you will need to create or connect a wallet. We have a number of integrations. I'm just going to do the Twiki part of this one. But what this is this is the wallet that is collecting the money. So some best practices here. This is kind of Web 3.0, but the idea is you want to keep the passwords saved in a secure location, share them with anybody. This is the wallet that is collecting. So we'll go through this in a little bit more detail. So I'm going to do a Twiki wallet. So this is the wallet name, passphrase. This is a demo account. So I am going to save these here. We're doing page, Hearts and Homes, passphrase. I'm just going to do something super secure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you should not have it like this. So the passphrase is the last little key to unlock it. Then this is a mnemonic to this is your recovery phrase. So if you lose everything, if you lose your passphrase, all of these, you can recover your wallet using these 12 words. So you want to copy these. You want to write these down in a secure spot. In a Google Doc like this is not a secure spot, but this is an example. In reality, you would want to write these down on paper, keep them very safe. But the idea is that if anybody has these, they can probably unlock your wallet and access those files. So this passphrase is another password, basically. So they would need to have this plus this. So keep these things separate. Keep them not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's not a good one. And then write these down. So Tukey will go through. So I have saved it. This is the only way to recover it. So now you need to go through in the same order to make sure that you've written it down. So here, Paper Pyramid White Island. So I would just go Paper White Island. I would go through all the way and pause this. Okay, after I've entered them all in, click next. So we are registering this. This is your wallet. It needs to write this to the main Ethereum blockchain, so it takes. Okay, so this is our wallet name that we wrote down. This is our public address. So this is if you need to put money in it, this is where you would send it to. And this is the public one that you can send out to people. So it's no big deal if that is shared. All right. So now we are creating our campaign. So this is the donation campaign for Hearts and Homes for Refugees. So we're going to dictate everything here. Everything is contained in this smart contract. So this dictates how much money you're raising, how many times each person can share it, what the referral reward is. So each person that refers somebody that donates, how much they get. All of this is dictated by this section. So I'll go through this in detail. So I've just created a very simple landing page by taking screenshots. So it's what's the organization, who they are. It's a 501c3 nonprofit in the U.S. In details, do we want a goal, no goal? It explains it pretty well here. So I'll go ahead and select it. The advanced options here, this is where you can get a little interesting. So you can do a certain campaign period. I want to raise this money by the end of the year. I want to raise it Q1. You can do minimum donations, max donations to kind of spread it out along the crowd. And then lastly, you can do identity verification. So this is more for token sales and things like that. But you can actually say, donate. You need to put a selfie with your passport and all of these things so we know who you are. The next one, the donation reward. So the idea is for each dollar that you donate, you receive one of these tokens. So or proof of donation will be written to the Ethereum blockchain. So you can always say like a total. Look at all these different donations. I gave $5 to HHR. Here's my $5 HHR tokens. So kind of something a little interesting. So here is the referral reward. So this is how to split the reward and incentivize people to share your link and reach the right audience. So the whole theory is instead of paying Facebook or Amazon or Google to guess who your target audience is, pay the crowd. You know that if you share this with somebody who's been in some refugees, perhaps you'll share this donation campaign with those people who might be more incentivized to donate. So I'll put this at 5%. So that means for every $100 donated to HHR, $5 of that will be spread along the referral chain. So the incentive to reach those target people. Then you can do some interesting things. So how do you want to split this 5%, this $5? Do we want to give it to everybody along the chain? So if there's 5 people on the chain, you share it to somebody who shares it with 5 of us. Somebody donates, each of us get $1, or do we want the last person to get a little bit more, or do we want it to get more and more as we go along? Then we also have manual, so each participant decides how much they want to keep and how much they want to leave, like of that percent. So some interesting ways of infusing game theory in here to see. So for this one, just it's easy to understand. I'll be equal, so everybody along the chain gets the same referral. So if I share it to somebody who donates, I get all of that 5%. If I share it to somebody who shares it, then we split that 5% equal parts along the chain. Okay, some other features here. So here you can limit the referral reward to only those people that are actually donating, which makes it a little bit more interesting in that I can't just always be sharing this with people and hoping to reap the reward. I actually need to donate to these campaigns before I can share them. So we'll leave that one blank. We just want people to be able to share this, spread the message, increase awareness, and hopefully attract more donors online. Then down here in the advanced options, you can do a number of different things. So how many different times shared, you can play around with all of this. So I'll keep these static for the next. So this will be our review. So this is what we're looking for. We want to make sure everything looks the way it should at this point before we deploy the content. So this is one of the difficulties here with Ethereum. So to deploy this, you need a little bit of gas to write this to the Ethereum blockchain. So it costs about 5 cents, but we need to send some ETH to our wallet to actually do this. So we'll do a separate video that goes into more detail. But for right now, we know that this is my address. So I need to send a little bit of ETH to this address so I can go ahead and deploy this contract in Bitcoin. So I'm just going to send a little bit of ETH from another one of my wallets on here. So again, this is my address. Written down, these are the secret things that I don't show anybody. I'm going to send a tiny bit of ETH to that address just to get it started, just to get it going. You can do this all through the Tukey network, or you can send it from another Ethereum wallet, or if you have a Coinbase account or anything like that. Once we're off of testnet, but right now these are testnet tokens. But once we're on mainnet, you can send it from any sort of Ethereum wallet you like. So Coinbase would be a good example. So I need a little bit of Ethereum just so you can get this contract deployed. Okay, so that transaction is going through fast. So now we have a little gas, so we have a little ETH in our wallet, so we can actually deploy this as a green. So I want to double check everything, make sure that this contract looks okay. This donation payment, still edit this a little bit, but the big changes won't be able to change. So the 5% pro fee, all of these things, how much we're raising. So we will deploy this, so you can show the campaign only to the people who receive the link. So this would allow people landing on the page not to see all of the other donation campaigns that you're running, only ones that they've received the link for that donation. We'll go ahead and deploy the contract, and then we're pretty much ready to start collecting funds and sharing this link. Okay, so our campaign is live. At this point, I would go through, double check one more time that everything looks correct. And if it looks good, then I would go ahead and publish the campaign. So this creates my link. We have the option to shorten it, so it's a little less intimidating, right? It's not that big link. I'm going to copy this one. Then I will share this with everybody that I know. And hopefully we will select some information.